We are on our way to therapy. I've gone back to swimming. Yeah, I'll do that later. I have my nail appointment. I'm gonna go back to journaling. I kind of recognize the signs before it gets too bad. Good morning and welcome back to a new vlog. I hope you're doing well. We are on our way to therapy, which is very nice because I feel like I'm very much overdue. A little self-care, a few days, and we're going to do all the things. We're going to do journaling, therapy, swimming, going to get my nails done, all of the things, and I'm very excited about that because I very much need that. So let's get going. I'm on my way to swimming. Therapy was really good, as it usually is. I didn't realize that there were a few things that I needed her input on, so that was really great. And after every therapy session, I'm out. Like, I'm so tired that I'm not really productive after that, and I know that I have to be careful about like my level of tiredness because my anxiety can spike pretty quickly. So took my time, and so now I'm walking over to the swimming pool because I'm gonna do a little bit of swimming. I've gone back to swimming. I think it does really good things for me and my mental health. I think it was important for me to stop just going for walks and to do something a bit more social, but also that really takes me out of the house and forces me also to have a schedule, I think. Fresh out of the pool. It's so weird to get outside with like wet hair and just not care because it's pretty warm still. If you haven't seen, yeah, I cut my hair. Well, she got it too short. I'll link the vlog. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I feel really good. I always feel very refreshed after swimming. I feel like it just makes me feel really good, calm, like calmer. Like, I think I told my boyfriend yesterday, like, it's kind of a meditation for me. Like, I can do nothing else, literally. I have to just be in my head, and it kind of forces me not to have any distraction, to just focus on what I'm thinking, and kind of, if there's something bothering me or something I'm just thinking about a lot, I just can focus on that and like dig deeper somehow. So I'm very happy I just started back because I can tell it's going to do wonders for my head. Good morning, lovelies. It's the next day. I just got ready. I'm going to pop out for just like 30 minutes. I'm going to go to the bakery to buy some bread for breakfast. There's a bakery nearby that does an amazing bread for breakfast, and they also do a very good one with walnut in it. So I'm just gonna pop there, and it's gonna be good for me because it means that I'll go for a walk at the same time. And I've been trying to get out of the house at least once a day, even if it's just for a quick walk or just to go buy some bread or something, because I've realized that when I'm stuck at home for the entire day, it means that I don't really get a break from this cocoon of my life, and sometimes I feel like it's very good for me to just like go in the real world and kind of get that separation from everything. I've been struggling with sleep. I don't know why, to be honest. Like, my sleep was really bad when I was sick. Like, that's pretty normal. I couldn't breathe and I was coughing a lot, but now I'm better. I did wake up like an hour and a half after going to bed, and I was coughing quite a bit, but even like yesterday I keep waking up not long after falling asleep, and it's really annoying because it means that I never really get a full night of rest. I don't like that. So yeah, I have a lot of concealer on today. I do feel good, so that's nice, but I'm trying to work on like maintaining things in my life that makes it easier for me to sleep well, to feel good, to be productive, to kind of keep anxiety far away from me. So I feel like a walk this morning will be nice. Hi, so it's a little bit later. I came back home, did a little bit of work, had some lunch, and then I took a nap. Like I said, I haven't been sleeping really well, so I really felt weird today. Zero motivation, didn't want to do much. Every time I've been trying to nap for like the past week and a half, whenever I felt really the need to nap, I haven't been able to nap, which doesn't really happen to me. Today I was like, I'm just going to like force myself to nap. I'm just going to try to be as chill as possible. I won't like give myself a timer or anything like that, or like you have to be back at work at that time. I'm just like, this is counterproductive today. You are not feeling too great. There's something that's blocking you from resting, so we're going to try our best. And I managed to nap a little bit, so I do feel a bit better. I've been taking it slow though, because I do feel that first of all I can, so why shouldn't I? But second of all, it's important, because the more I try to push productivity forward, the worse it is. So we're not gonna do that. Right now, we're going to do something that I have been pushing. I think it wasn't really a decision. I think it was like, yeah, I'll do that later. Journaling. As soon as I finished my previous job, I was like, I'm gonna do a little bit of journaling, like for a couple hours. I'm just going to lay everything on paper, because I was journaling during that job, but not consistently, because every time I was doing it, I was really negative. I thought I would do it right after my contract ended, but I've been pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. And yesterday I was in therapy and we were talking, and I told my therapist, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to journaling because I feel like I have too much in my head. And then I was like, you said that last session, and that was 3 weeks ago, and you still haven't done it. So since this is a self-care vlog, we're gonna do this. My goal for this journaling session is really to kind of empty my head of that experience, that work experience, and everything that came with it, but also to kind of work through other blockages, stresses, doubts, or even kind of anxiety over certain things, and really work through it, because I feel like for the past few days at least, but really few weeks, I've been having some things that keep kind of coming up and coming up and coming up, and I'm having to work through it. But at the end of the day, I feel like I haven't dug deep enough to be really able to kind of be done with it, or at least to have a really kind of short answer whenever that thought comes up, or those thoughts, because I've been having several. I'm excited to get it out of my brain, but at the same time I'm kind of nervous, because I think that's why I was thinking about this morning when I was on my walk. I told you I felt fine, which I thought I did, and then I was walking and I noticed that my anxiety was getting triggered super easily, like a car driving past me that I hadn't seen coming, or someone popping out of nowhere triggered my anxiety, and I had my headphones on. Of course, I do like the setting where I can hear everything that's going on around, and I'm always careful, but I could tell that I needed the distraction. I had a podcast on, and I could tell that I could not deal with the real world that day without distraction. And yesterday when I was going to therapy, I was so proud of myself because I didn't put on my earphones, which never happens. Whenever I'm going somewhere, I'm walking somewhere, I always have something on, and I didn't put them on, and I just enjoyed the walk. I enjoyed filming my few clips. I was just in my head in the best way, and when I was walking back, I just like sent a voice message to Lori. We always do that before and after therapy, and like caught her up on a few things, and I felt really good and proud of myself that I didn't feel like I needed that distraction. But on days when I'm not feeling great, when mentally I feel like my brain has too much going on, or my anxiety really is triggered super easily, I feel like I always need to have a distraction whenever I'm doing something. Like I was on the computer right now, and even though I was doing research, which usually means that I like to have like an ambient music, I had vlogs on. Vlogs that I had seen, but I needed the distraction from my brain, just so that if my brain was not into the research at that moment, it was just focusing on the video. And I'm like, okay, that means that there's just too much. There's just too much, so we need to get it on paper, and hopefully I'll feel better after. So yeah, that's the plan for my little journaling session. next day. I just finished getting ready and I'm going to leave very soon because I have my nail appointment, and I'm very excited because they're pretty long and you can really tell the difference now. So I'm excited. I'm getting a full color, so I'm very excited. I slept last night, which was great. I did have to take a little something to help me a little bit because I think it's just because whenever I sleep poorly for a few nights, after that I get kind of anxiety at nighttime, and I don't want that to happen again. It happened for so many years. So to break the cycle, I kind of tried to have like a couple nights of good sleeps just so that I can go back on a good pattern and it stops my anxiety at night, because I know what it's like to have a good night of sleep. And so I don't know, it tricks my brain in a way. You are actually in my bookshelf and I love the angle, so we're doing this again. Hi, it's a little bit later. As you can tell, got my nails done. They did such a good job. They always do the perfect like shape and length that I want, because they always get super long. So I kind of want them shorter but not too short, and I want an almond shape, and they always do such a good job. So I went for this terracotta color. Initially I wanted something a bit more like orange brown, but they didn't really have the shade that I wanted, so I went for this one, which is called terracotta, and it looks really nice, and she told me that it suits me, so that was really nice. I just wanted to kind of chat with you for a little bit because yesterday when I was journaling, I ended up writing quite a bit and it got super dark, and I don't love the quality of the footage when I film whenever it's not really light. So we're doing this today. I didn't realize how much really I needed to get everything on paper, because as soon as I would finish with kind of a topic, I would feel like, oh, it's fine, kind of as if I got over it. I don't know how to explain it. It's really weird, and I felt really tired also after. My brain felt empty. I don't know if it's the correct word for this, but yeah, it felt really empty. It felt like, just like, I feel similar to this after therapy, but it's more that I've been talking so much that my brain feels a bit, there's a lot going on, whereas when I'm journaling, it's more emptiness, and I love that. And I even ended up not being able to journal as much as I wanted, like about every topic that I wanted to journal about yesterday. So I think I'm going to keep on doing that for a little bit after I'm done working, because there are a few other things that I've been thinking about today, and I was like, oh, that's something I need to journal about. I was thinking about it this morning when I was getting my nails done, that I'm feeling good, and those 3 days of taking care of myself were really helpful, which felt really nice, because sometimes I feel bad and I start doing all the things that I know will help, but I've let it go to such a bad, dark place in my mind that it takes way longer for me to feel better. And now when I'm starting to notice that I'm not doing great, I kind of recognize the signs maybe more quickly, so I start acting upon it quicker. And I can tell that it's better for me to not let the glass get super full before I start to try to empty it. As soon as it hits like a certain height in my mind, I don't know where I'm going with this, I try to get it to lower before it gets too bad. And I'm very happy that after, you know, like years of trying to pinpoint exactly what really helps me, I've got to a place where I kind of run through a list in my mind of, okay, this can help. What can I do right now? What is available to me right now? So I'm very happy. I hope this was somewhat helpful for you. There was nothing revolutionary about it. I'm pretty sure you've heard about all of these things, but I hope this comes as a reminder to you. You don't have to feel bad. You also need to take care of yourself, and if you're not feeling good, take time for yourself and be brave and do the things that you know that are going to be maybe difficult, like maybe starting to work out or starting to journal, and, you know, getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that are a bit difficult for you, even like physically or mentally, and just know that it will help you feel better. I would say experiment with what makes you feel good. For some people it will be going for a walk with their pet. For others it will be to just take some time to read. You know, like just experiment and see what makes you feel good. Take a breather as well. you know, like I'm also going to try to meditate more. I'm really working on making it a habit to do it every day, because I can tell that sometimes my mind goes a bit too fast and I just need to do that. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. And until then, I hope you're well, take care of yourself, and